Now this quick tip here is for all your people out there with some weapon expertise. Don't use a weapon you don't know how to use. You will be slaughtered. Well, duh, that goes without saying. But I would really like to make this quick tip a little more specific. Don't use a weapon your character wouldn't use. You will be slaughtered. What do I mean by that? Well, now you might be a good fighter. You might know how to fight with these weapons. But your character might not. He might be better off with a farm weapon like this one instead of a club like this. Or a bow and arrow if that's his style. So giving him a sword might not really work so well. Now that's of course if you're LARPing your fights, which I know probably a lot of you guys aren't, because fighting happens a lot of instinctively. So it's a bit up to taste on this one. Although I think if you don't know how to use a weapon, you should still use it. Why? Because then you know how to use the weapon afterwards. You can always become experts with the weapons you have and stuff like that, but if you have a weapon and you might not be sure on how to use it, then use the heck out of it. Practice with it and just get better with it. Now I'm not particularly good at fighting with a sword. I'm a lot better with all those other types of weapons that you can find around. And I'm pretty decent with a bow, but that comes with practice, not something you just do. That being said, though, just the fact that you know how to fight or act instinctively, or know that the pointy end goes to the enemy, which in LARP case probably is not a good idea, because then you're stabbing with the weapon, and in a lot of LARPs stabbing is not permitted. So just know which side you're supposed to hit the enemy with. That way he takes damage. And don't stand in the way of enemy weapons. That way you won't get hit. Now this also raises another question, because in a lot of LARP systems, weapons are kind of restricted into their separate categories, so you need to buy the ability to use that type of weapon. For instance, club weapons, or miscellaneous weapons, or swords, or other stuff like that, daggers, staves, bows. And if you don't have the ability to use it, you can't use it, or you need to use it in your offhand. Which in some cases don't really matter, because some people are just, they use the weapon in quite as good in both hands, and in some cases it doesn't really matter. Now, what is your philosophy? Are you still a good fighter even though you're not an expert with a weapon? Do you really need to be an expert with a weapon before you really know how to fight with it? Now, of course, like always, if you have any quick tips, leave them hanging in the comment section down below. And then we're going to put it in a quick tip video here some Monday at some point, so we can take your LARP advice and share it out to the rest of the LARPers in the world. See you guys next time. Bye.